swirl.
Cheryl,
And Jennifer is a perfect example. And Jennifer, if you could tell what just happened to you this year, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So I came out of the Marine Corps at the end of May of last year. I was med boarded, and I found myself in a really weird situation, common to a lot of veterans, where I could not afford an apartment in LA, and I qualified for the homeless veterans program, which is something I don't really talk about a lot, but I'm in a room of veterans, so I think it's important to mention that, you know, if you have a dream to pursue the entertainment industry, you can start from the bottom and work your way all the way to the top. It doesn't have to be this crazy, stressful thing. You know, I'm really enjoying the networking and the mentorship that I've come into. The Post and Veterans in Media and Entertainment has become a real refuge for me. So I was fortunate enough, I enrolled in LA Film School, and I landed the Summer Veterans, the Veterans Summer Internship at CBS. So that was my first internship, got credit through school for that. I completed that this month, and now I'm in a pool of candidates for another internship at another film studio, which I'm really excited about, and I hope that happens. But yeah, so I mean, within the past 15 or 16 months that I've been out of the Marine Corps, I've managed to get I managed to do an internship, managed to get a commercial agent. I've managed to, well, I didn't know this, but when I was in the Marine Corps, I became eligible for the Producers Guild, which is my ultimate dream, is to be a producer. When I came back, I found out that my work was outdated. So through my internship, I managed to get a couple of more projects under my belt, and I am now eligible again. And then they've offered an opportunity to me to become a brand ambassador for my school, for the PGA, which is really exciting. So, you know, a lot of opportunities, and again, you know, I'm not trying to climb over anybody. I'm not going through this process feeling anxious, like I need to succeed. It's just like I'm enjoying the people that I meet. I'm enjoying the process of learning. I'm enjoying all the things I get to do, and I'm just having fun with it. And it's just amazing the opportunities that come.
And that's what you should do. The film industry is about having fun. Seriously. I mean, it is a business, but I have loved everything that I have been able to do to date in the film industry. So if you're not enjoying it, you're not in the right place. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to love it. This is a hard business. It's hard on your body. It's hard to like make connections. It's not impossible. It's just going to be a challenge, right? But challenge doesn't mean that you can't do it. We've come extremely far in the time that I've been in business for, I think I'm going on, I'm under 3 years in the movie business, and I've been able to do some amazing stuff so far, just because I'm always open to everything. I'm like, oh, I want to learn this. Oh, I want to learn that. Oh, what does camera do? I'm always asking questions, because I want to learn. I want to absorb everything. And ultimately, I want to be a producer and produce my own content. There's not enough women producing, and to be honest, women started the film business.
Yeah.
There were female directors, female writers that started the film business, which, you know, if you look back in the history, it's absolutely incredible. And I want to be one of those voices that is presented yet again, right? Because there's not a lot of women. We're here, but we're just not in the proper places yet. And so I think this is a great time now for women. Absolutely.
So Marina, can you talk about?
There's a question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so ladies, thank you all for being here. That information you're sharing is so valuable. I'm currently serving. I passed my 19 years in service, still reserve. I don't know. It's really been the big guy up there that's been helping me on my journey, because I'm also an entrepreneur. I own a business. I'm also a federal employee. I'm also a lifestyle blogger. The reason I became a lifestyle blogger is because my life has been this journey of storytelling. And how do you share with an ordinary person, I'm not talking military, your life? You cared for your mom with dementia, Alzheimer's, she's in the hand of life, you master's degree, you did this, you did all these things. I'm like, I'm ready to write my book. I decided, you know what, forget the book. Social media is blasting out there. I don't need to pay to share my story to anyone. I'm gonna become a lifestyle blogger, because my life is, there's so many areas of my life where I'm gonna connect with one person or the other. In whether it's dance, John Houseman, do you guys know John Houseman? Paper Chase.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
one of the movie taking place,
Oh,
well, the
yeah.
TV series. I worked for John Houseman. I was just an intern summer youth program in New York City, and I worked for John Houseman as a little girl in my teens. That was one of my things. He invited me to become part of his actor for the movie Theatrics. John Houseman is huge, and he's no longer with us, right? But I've had an interest in dance and acting and everything. I'm a dancer, a salsa dance. We performed at Kennedy Space Center back in Florida when I lived there. So these are inspiring stories that we all have a dream as a child that now we've evolved to where we are bolder and we're stronger, we're gonna go for it. So what you're sharing is interesting to me because I'm like, I'm a lifestyle blogger. I'm a mermaid in the ocean, but I'm a crab, I'm a cancer. So I'm sharing with folks so many things that I don't even know. I mean, storytelling and writing a book and movie producing, this is the real life today that can share our stories.
Yes,
with
it's important to
everyone.
share.
So I'm really happy you all are here.
I
Thank
think
you.
what happened when we're in the military, we always have to be part of a team, and as women, we're always taught to be helpful. I think what's good right now, the culture is changing, where we are helped by us and by others to move up and speak up, and we are told when you talk about yourself.
Yes.
Oh, don't brag.
Don't brag. Don't brag.
Yeah.
Just put it in there's so many words that say the same thing. So say uplifting stories about yourself.
Yes.
It is the same goal. You're informing people of your stories, whatever they are. We went through so many things. All of us had 5-6 careers before we got here. So just figure out how to pitch. You need to be able to pitch yourself. Practice it every day. You don't know who you're gonna meet in the elevator. You don't know who you're gonna meet here today. Always have a pitch about your life. Don't ever be worried about saying things that you did this and that. You own it, it's yours, and be proud of it and just say it.
And you're right about because we've been taught in society, settle down. When I was growing up and achieving things and accomplishing, I've learned to shut up and settle down. I'm bolder now. I'm going to be 50 next year. I am just blasting out there with sharing because I want to inspire that little child in Tanzania. I want to inspire that little child in Fiji. I want to inspire the eyes that are just gleaming with hope that will one day become one of us.
Absolutely.
Whether we're in uniform or not, I am representing all fronts.
Well, I will let you know I am 70 years old, and I am still chasing my Hollywood
That's
dream.
right.
70 years
And I'm
young.
telling you, I am going to get there,
Yeah.
one way or another, because I'm on a mission. And my mission is to have an open concept with BHV TV. I'm going to be presenting this officially to VME in before the end of the year, because I want to partner with them and the Hollywood American Legion to actually turn VHV TV into open source platform for veterans to tell their stories. That is my dream. So we all have dreams. Doesn't matter how old you are.
Right?
You can still go for it, because I'm doing my very best to do that.
VME has a big event in December. Do we have the date yet? It's
the
usually the
Army-
Army-Navy
game.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
game, and we watch it at, what's the thing? There's
the
a,
state social house. There's
Yeah.
tickets. There'll be tickets going on sale eventually.
it's fun.
It's the 9th of December, isn't that the Army Navy game?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that would be it.
How do I know that? Go Navy, be Army!
It's okay.
She just got it backwards. It's okay. We know what she meant.
It's not that one.
Exactly what she meant. It's okay.
Because
You
here's
had
a
a
question.
We love the friendly rivalry. The whole day is just friendly rivalry.
Love that rivalry.
One second, we had a question over here and then the lady in the back. Go ahead, miss.
So as an outsider of the film, TV, media industry, I'm curious to know what the current culture climate is like based on, we saw a huge explosion of Me Too and the resurgence of the women's empowerment movement. So as actual practitioners in the industry, what can you tell us about, is the shift palpable? Do you feel like there's been a shift in the media industry, or did you not even feel like there was anything going on in you're treated fairly and you have the same opportunities as women.
Are you speaking within VME, or are you speaking
No,
about
not
the
in the
entertainment
industry.
industry? Okay, thank you
Yeah,
for
not
clarifying
VME.
that.
Yeah, so, you know, we know that in the military, sexual harassment is, you know, a big issue. That's something that we know a lot about. And when I came home and started, you know, I came home when the whole Me Too movement started and with Harvey Weinstein, and I thought, oh no.
Right.
You know, I try to stay positive and I try to look at the opportunities that arise, because with the Me Too movement became an opportunity for women in media to really rally together on this topic. So what I've seen, aside from, you know, the stuff that we already know about, the negative things that can happen in a corporate environment or any sort of environment, I've been a part of film crews that have all women. I've been a part of conversations where women really want to change things and they want to get into higher levels of the industry, which is really positive. And it's opening everybody's eyes to this issue that, hey, you know, we need to treat people with respect, and just because we're here in an entertainment industry and a creative industry, we still need to treat everyone with respect. So that's what I'm seeing.
That's great.
I have something to add to that. I served from 90 to 94, and back then they had tailhook, the tailhook. Most of you are familiar with that. And when I was in the Navy, I felt relatively, you know, you were on your guard because there were some things that you constantly faced. And out in the civilian world, I experienced that as well in the workplace. And as watching that unfold and the blowback from anybody that reported anything after tailhook, it was just, what do you call it? When you get repercussions for
Retaliation.
retaliation, yes. I feel like overall, like we can say, you know, I don't have to be treated this way and I don't have to take it anymore. And for going through that at that time, that is a palpable difference. Like just that was supposed to be a change, and it was a change that just turned into retaliation, and then things went right back to where they were. And I'm really encouraged by the Me Too movement. Like it's actually moving forward. People are doing things, and there's this sisterhood between complete strangers that are civilians that just, they know, you know, we all have that shared experience.
And I think honestly, this is a perfect time for women. It's a perfect time. If you want to be in the industry, do it now. The doors are wide open with the Me Too movement, with diversity. You've seen more diversity. Yeah. They're more conscientious about that. So I haven't seen anything that has done that to me, or you know, I've been treated with respect. I was kind of shocked because when I first, you know, I'm from LA. So I used to hear all the negative stuff about the film industry, and I was like, why is it so? So I was scared to do the film industry. And I call myself the unicorn because when you work on film sets, there's very rarely anyone from Los Angeles. You'll see like people from New York, from Michigan, everywhere. And I'm like, where are the LA people? It's because we hear all the bad stuff. But when I got in, everybody was super nice. Everybody was extremely respectful. I haven't come across, you know, if I did come across someone that was just, that I felt, let's say, was not quite honest, or, because you'll have that, you know, I just refuse to work for that person ever again. That's it.
Or you learn not
I'm
to do
done.
it.
You look for people that you want to work for. I look for people that are respectful. I look for those type of, you know, producers and the folks that are hiring. And if I sense that, oh, this is a great team, then, you know, I'm there. So you can choose. You know, it's your right to say if you don't feel like if you feel at any point that you're being mistreated, you have a voice. So you want to use that voice. Don't be afraid to use your voice, right, as a woman.
And in addition to
but I haven't seen, you know.
In addition to it being sexual violence, the Me Too, in addition to just being sexual violence, also about the power that who's the harasser has over the harassed. So what's happening now with so many women being together and banding together, that power is taken away from the harasser. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's important to speak up, that's why it's important to be together. Mm-hmm. And in the past, when you were fighting for one spot, women were more competitive, and now the doors are opening What you're saying right now is the time. Use every card. You're a woman, you're a veteran, you're a woman of color, whatever, LGBT status. Use each card because that will put you forward. And it's not that what makes you, which cuts 1 year out of just waiting for something to happen. Don't wait anymore. Make sure everybody knows about how strong you are.
And in writers' rooms and like in stand-up comedy, there's like, oh, we already have one female with these 10 other comics. And it's a slow process, but writers' rooms and comedy shows now are becoming, there's more women
And-
more female voices.
And sometimes I've been only one of 2 women in the room. But you know, I was in the military. I know how to handle myself in a group of men, right? Like we learned this because this is what our environment has been.
Yeah.
No different in the movie industry. Right? You'll see it. So, you know, I would just proceed how you did.
And just to add to it, PGA is at 50-50 men and women right now. So that's a good thing. However, we also need to look at the pay parity. A lot of women, even though they're 50-50, still working as coordinators, not producers. So even if we reach number game level, it doesn't mean we're making the same amount of money and working equally. So push forward, make the money you deserve, demand what's right for you. And like Luke said, we've been in the situation where we need to confront potential conflict and we know how to handle it. You all have experience.
Yes, some questions.
Yes, question.
She was Twitter or follow.
The Facebook page and Twitter, they're at VME Connect. Go to vmeconnect.org. That is the website. You can sign up, you can join VME at that website. And then the social media is at VME Connect on Twitter. And you can also find VME on Facebook. And they'll be announcing all of that information. But it will be in Hollywood.
Yeah,
On Sunset.
yeah.
And I wanted to add, you know, when I first came to the movie industry, people kept telling me, no, you can only go one line. You can only do this. So focus on this and you can only do this. And I've never been that way. And what I found is that in the movie industry, you can take your own route. I don't have to follow what Jennifer's doing. I don't have to follow Karen's route. I can make my own trail. I can blaze my own trail, and that's the wonderful thing about the movie industry. No story, if you ever listen to people's stories, they're never the same. Right? Like in any other industry, you can see like a line.
Yeah.
But in the movie industry, I've studied to be a stunt woman. I thought it was kind of cool to fall. So I've learned, for 2 years, I've been training with a stunt coordinator. And how did I get that opportunity? I pushed for it. I wanted to do it. I kind of came across this gentleman at a networking meeting. And he stood up and said, I'm looking for stunt people. And I was like, this is crazy. Nobody in the meeting calls up for stunt people. And I was like, do I want to be a stunt woman? Yeah, sure, why not? And so I went and asked him, he said, do you have any martial arts training? And I said, no, I'm a dancer, but I can pick up choreography. That's what it is. Stunt work is like fighting, play fighting. And he said, no, I'm looking for people that have martial arts training. And I was like, all right, let me get your information. And then on a monthly basis, I would ask him, can I have an opportunity? Let me try it. And it took me 3 months to convince him to give me an audition. I auditioned, and then since then I've been training with him. It's not impossible, but when I want something, I go for it. Don't be shy about going for it, and don't limit yourself. I've learned everything in the film industry. You know, just by asking questions, or I've done different jobs. If you're not sure where you want to be in the industry, try different things. Don't be afraid, and don't let people tell you that you have to follow one line. Maybe eventually, you know, if you want to be a first AD, for instance. I've done that as well. I've followed that course. So, you know, I just wanted to let you know, don't let other people limit you as to what you want to do in the industry.
We're on a time crunch here. We have 4 minutes left. So Ann,
Okay, really quick, I know Cheryl forever, and she's just a go-getter, but I want to know, thank you guys are so amazing. This is one of my past dreams, that I wanted to be behind the camera, write and produce. So if just laymen don't know anything, wanted to do something like that, I mean, is that possible? And does age factor matter? And one last one, who do I talk to about those screenings? and advanced and
But if you limit yourself regarding age, the first person that limits you regarding age is you. You know, if you, I was listening to Lupti and I'm thinking to myself, she kept hounding that guy for 3 months. Gently, but persistently coming after him, saying, look, I'm serious. Most of the time people need to know that you're serious and that you're capable. But the first person needs to know that is you.
Right, that's right.
Because then it's harder to say no to you. And so I'm gonna let someone else take it with the rest
I've
of
got
what.
something on that, because I came in here knowing nothing about the film industry. And so when I joined VME, people put out notices, we need volunteer PAs.
Yes.
We need just a, and so.
You learn so much.
And I'm 47,
that way.
and I have a major disability. Like, and there's all sorts of ways to adapt. There's so many things to do on a film set, and I just went there with a willingness to learn.
What Lupti said last year, sorry,
Oh no, I was
was
just saying,
2PA. If you're a production assistant, you literally watch everybody do their job while doing your job, of course. But this way you actually see this is what people do, and you might not even know a job exists that you're gonna love.
True.
Some people like to be like of a service. The craft services is basic. You're the one who talks to each actor, makes them happy,
Everybody.
and like who doesn't want that? I mean, maybe you.
There's a
How
job
Jane
for
has
recyclers.
Yeah.
A set, the ones with
Green
a
pea.
lot of money. What's the name of it?
Green.
Green. They'll hire a person just for recycling. If recycling is your thing, there's a spot for you. So just saying, there's all kinds of jobs that translate just as well in entertainment.
Yeah.
You figure out what you like to do. I'm gonna be quiet and let someone else.
Yeah, and I, there's a
so we only
program.
have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
There's a program real quick called LIMS. I went to it. I thought it was really good in the sense that they threw me into creating a feature film in production. So I don't have a degree in film production, but this was if you wanted like a short understanding of the entire system. So I started with that. I went that first before I jumped into the movie industry, and that's been really helpful. So just, that's an option for people.
Questions from people we haven't.
Just so
We
talk
got-
to her.
Yeah, you can just talk to me.
We've got some people that haven't asked.
I just have one question. I've actually had the opportunity to be an extra in a couple of shows. How difficult is it to get disabilities accommodated? Because I was treated like crap when asked for some accommodation and stuff.
There are actually talent agents that actually service, they have specific jobs that are people who are looking for that. There's all sorts of ways to do that. And I don't know if you guys have any answers for that, but I can answer that. We'll exchange information. I can give you a little input about that. Anybody else you haven't talked to?
Right here.
The one green.
Yeah, so you joined VME first, and then if you want to be extras or something like that, that's how you get involved.
You go to
volunteer.
Central Casting is
Yeah.
for background works. You go to Central Casting.
Oh, so that's
That's
Yeah.
for background work.
VME doesn't give jobs away, as in, come here, join, and we'll just give you jobs. It doesn't work that way. Education, networking,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Another good organization for film and television is US Vets. US Vets, they have entertainment workshops. So whenever they have that, go to those workshops. They're phenomenal. You can make great connections, and if you're looking for work, that's a great way of tying in.
There's also USVAA that does writing workshops.
And
There's a question.
LACMA,
Yeah.
Vets Make Movies,
Vets
LACMA.
LACMA,
Vets-
LA County
is it-
Museum of Art Veterans Make Movies. That's
Veterans
how I
make
learned
movies.
to become a
Right.
filmmaker.
It's a wonderful,
If you guys
wonderful.
join VME,
Yeah.
you will find all
Yeah.
of this information through VME.
I can't say this enough.
We have one more.
There was one more
We got
question
one
in the
more
back.
way in the back.
I wish we had more time.
real quick. Is it usvets.org or .com?
I don't know.
Let me double check it, but it's just, if you
I
look
think
up
it's
US
.org,
Vets,
it's .org.
it should be .org.
Any other?
Cheryl, I just want to say thank you because this group of women represent the entire U.S. Armed Forces. And I'm looking at you guys, When we were growing up, we had to be a certain shape. We had to be a certain color. I love the diversity. I'm all about diversity. Your age, your colors, your size. I love it. And that's what, and Me Too is here to grow us all. So let's move forward, right? And upward movement.
Yes.
Thank you so much for attending our workshop. I really appreciate all of you being here. I can't say enough about Veterans in Media and Entertainment and the Hollywood American Legion Post. So if you're interested in this industry, join, get involved, volunteer, and network like crazy. Because here's the deal. They want your dreams to come true. They want to help you achieve it. Let's get rid of the old boys club. All I'm saying.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm a hug person.
I like to.
Well, if they get a hug, I'll follow up.